What up, Renegade Culture's in the building.
Renegade.
Yeah.
Clock them, drop them. They couldn't stop them, all that shit. Shout out, we was just talking about some adult contemporary hip hop.
True indeed.
Shout out to
a lot of good
Professor
shit out there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Pick up the Griff and Soleil. Great project.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Speak
G Code.
Development.
Kambada got a new project. Yeah.
Word.
Who's that?
Kambada.
Okay.
Yeah, I just heard that
Word.
recently.
Word. I almost thought you said Bambada.
No.
We don't say that shit on the show.
We
don't play with
leave Bam alone.
Fuck Bam and R. Kelly. Anyway.
We got a guest today.
We do have a guest today.
This is our business segment where we bring forth, black business and we give them their shining light. So
Indeed.
Here we go.
Now usually as you noticed in the past several shows, we've had hip hop artists rocking with us, you know what I mean? Tonight we wanted to do something different. We wanted to come back with the black business joint. You know what I mean? 'Cause we want to make sure that folks is really checking for businesses, black businesses who are not only black businesses, but actually support black people.
Right.
See, it's a difference. I'm not, let the record reflect, because a lot of people be talking about buy black. Fuck all that. Support black folks who support black people.
True indeed.
That's the fuck we gotta be talking about. You know what I mean? I ain't just supporting the motherfucker
Black
because of the fact
capitalism,
he black,
right.
black for the sake of being black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like black police, black presidents, none of that shit. Any motherfucking way. We have a special guest on the show tonight. His company's called Afr-letics.
Afr-letics.
Afr-letics. You know what I mean? My man's name is Jef-A-Sun, not Jefferson. Like this motherfucker over here talking about he's in Georgia. Jef-A-Sun. What's happening, my man?
What's up with y'all?
Yeah,
I'm blessed. Glad to be on here. Peace to the people.
Yes.
I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, my man Jef-A-Sun is from N.O.
I know, yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
Well, I'm from New Orleans. I came up here to Atlanta, in 05, and just been, putting my roots in the ground, trying to find a way to get my dream accomplished, and it finally manifested about 3 years ago. The co-founder of Athletics, my homeboy Pike, we just kind of was building one day. He sent me a logo for one of the squads we got, and it just manifested. But to explain that more, we call ourselves Athletics. The brand is called Athletics.
Word.
So basically, we are the world's first conscious sportswear brand. So we take things from melanated history, melanated icons such as Mayat, Garvey, the Zulus, Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner, and we make sports motifs out of it. Like the real authentic jerseys, the authentic basketball short, the real stitching, the tackle twill, the heavyweight ribbon, just like you would see Zion Williams dunking with, in the bubble. So we take the baseball jersey as well. We have a baseball jersey, it's all tackle twill, woven tag, name on the back, Marcus Garvey. So that was our main,
Tight.
that was our main drive behind it. We always have been fashion heads, just from coming up, wearing the jerseys, wearing the Air Force Ones, the fitteds and stuff like that. And then more on our conscious journey, we was getting more into the knowledge, reading books, Francis Cress Welsing, different books by, Niggas to Gods and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and then we just got into more of, meshing those two worlds together,
Right.
where we could, have fashion going on and represent our culture, so we'll have something that collectively could celebrate. And sports is always going to be something that people cheer for, but it's versus you cheering for the Falcons or the Cowboys, which they gonna lose. You could be wearing something that represents your culture, that represents your ancestors. Harness that energy within, and inspire you to do different things. And we also came with straight quality, because we didn't want anything bootleg wearing ourselves. We never wore the bootleg stuff. We made sure we got the authentic. Me and my brother Tonti will be hunting the internet, making sure we get the authentic jerseys. So when we came with our own brand, we had to make sure that everything was top tier, everything matched or overtook what Mitchell & Ness was doing or what Nike was doing. Even though we're a small brand, we're gonna make sure when you grab it, when you feel it, when you look at it, when you wear it, you're wearing something of quality.
So Check it out, Jef-A-Sun, because my man Jefferson doing a serious commercial.
Ooh, I know.
Look here.
He's going in,
That's
son.
right. That's right.
He said,
That's
when
how
I
you
get
do
this
it.
camera,
That's
I'm
how you
going
do
for
it.
broke.
That's how
He's
you
like,
do
and
it.
furthermore, the first black man that made Thread, we called him and said, look, we need you to lace this joint.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fuck with that. This is awesome, man. This is definitely blacknificent, as they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love the flavor.
And
You know
the
what I'm
quality,
saying?
man, that's what I dig.
Yeah, server don't put these on though. But I
That's actually the kid size right there. We
Is
got
it
it
kid
for the
size?
youth. We got youth. We got
Okay.
women.
He gonna be
we
looking
got
like
men.
Pistol Peters.
This is dope.
serving
We
for
definitely
them.
don't want server put these on. At least don't come outside. Right? But anyway, this is dope because of the fact that our organization, one of our organizations, FTP Movement, we use what we call creative resistance. You know what I'm saying? We make music, we do videos and documentaries, the whole nine. So this right here falls right in line because of the fact that we often get so many brothers and sisters talking about, you know, what the state is doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is living proof that we don't have to fuck whether the Washington Redskins change their name or not. You know what I mean?
The Washington football team.
Right. It's called the Washington football team. Fuck
that's
the
what it's
Washington
called?
football team.
That's
what
what
they
it's called
call it
now.
now.
That
You know,
could have came better than that.
yeah, Atlanta Braves, all that bullshit. We recognize these motherfuckers was racist from the onset. So if you're gonna change the name right now when it's such a an uproar, we know your shit ain't authentic. It's almost like this cocksucker Theodore.
Yo-ho.
Yeah, Theodore.
Yo-ho.
Yo-ho.
Yeah.
Talking
Yo-ho.
about he apologizes. It's not authentic. But we love the fact that here it is, you coming with the Zulus, you coming with Ma'at and Garvey, and like you said, it's not only quality, it's fly. Because
Right.
one of the errors that a lot of our people make is they try to get you to, especially in the quote unquote conscious community.
Yeah.
they
Cause
try
you
to
should
get you to buy
compromise.
some
Yeah,
shit.
compromise. Yeah.
Some cats got mad at me a few years ago because of the fact that I was talking about some of this conscious hip hop music. And I said it was trash.
Right.
They said, man, how you gonna say that? We talking positive. Speaking
Positive
positive is
does
cool.
not mean dope.
It
So
don't
Right.
you
mean
gotta
dope.
ride.
Corny is
Right.
cool.
Gotta be dope.
Corny is
Yeah.
corny.
Yes,
Exactly.
you gotta be
Hey,
creative.
Hey, but let me ask you this: being here in Atlanta, have you approached any of the entertainment artists or the sports figures just to kind of rep yourself? 'Cause you know, one of them repping and people see it because we live in this celebrity-driven mindset down
I mean,
here.
I haven't really been able to connect with any athletes directly. You know, I have met and, you know, done transactions with, you know, people like Killer Mike, Coach K from QC.
QC, yeah.
But I mean, the real supporters, you know, that's what I'm really looking for, the real supporters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give a shout out to them guys for what they're doing, and I appreciate, you know, interacting and doing the transaction with them, you know, but there's people that support us, you know, on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying? They post us up, you know, Red and Blue Pill.
Big up to Red
Big
Blue
up
Pill.
to them.
Shout out to
You
them.
know,
Dope.
Derrick Grace, 19 Keys. All them cats, they host us up, you know, so that's the cats, you know, that really is building the foundation. You know, it's cool, you know what I'm saying, if I can get it to Zion Williams, you know, or something like that, you know, because
That'd be crazy
those
fly.
guys,
Yeah.
I would really want them to be on the mindset of let's build our own thing at least.
Right.
Because one of our goals as a company is to sponsor a whole Little League tournament or a year or something like that as far as the kids go. You know, so it'll be good if I get it to one of those guys with the big bags. You know, they could, you know, sponsor something and make something happen for the kids on a whole different level, or decide to break away from the NBA or the NFL and do their own thing because we're the talent, essentially.
Yeah.
We don't, they're just the mechanism. Because if we take the talent away and we build something else, then, you know, we don't need to rely and we don't need to be in a bubble and we don't need to be silenced like Deshaun Jackson a couple weeks ago. We don't need to apologize.
Right.
If you own your stuff and you're running the show, then, you know, you do what you want to do.
Yeah, we definitely, our organization, Seattle Movement, we're going to be reaching out to you as well because of the fact that one of the things that we're working on is a rifle club for youth. You know what I mean? So we're going to be teaching, having competition with the youth. So this might be good to have some type of fly, athletic wear that can really take them to another level. You know what I'm saying? We have to teach our children past just basic sports, past basketball, past football. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, there's you can have tournaments, you know, shooting tournaments, archery, the
Archery,
whole nine. Shout out to the National Black Archery Association, our brother Javon out there doing his thing with that. Where can folks get, you know, because our podcast, we're international right now.
Okay.
Where can they get
Well,
get turned on to
of
it?
course, we have a website. Website is www.afr-letics.com. Instagram as well. You know, IG is going to be AFR_LETICS. So that's the IG, and also we work closely with Wadada, Healthy Market, the Juice Bar. You know, we're one of the vendors in there.
That's in Atlanta, by the way.
It's in Atlanta, right down the street, Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, 878. If you want to get right, you know, as far as your health, you know, that's definitely a place you need to stop by on a weekly basis. They got different juices, different cakes, all vegan, all healthy. And then there's different vendors in there with jewelry, you know, shea butter soaps, and then I'm in there with the apparel. Right. So that's the way you can get me locally, you know, face to face, in Wadada, and also online internationally and Instagram. We also have Facebook. I don't really go on Facebook too much, but we do have a Facebook page.
No doubt. And shout out to Elijah and the whole Wadada crew over there.
Wadada crew, no
We've been
doubt.
rocking with them for a while.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, she used to vend with us during Happily Natural Black August, which is coming up.
Happily Natural.
Now that we talked about business, can we get to a couple of these topics? Since you up here and you got knowledge of what's going on, we definitely want to bring you into the topics of what we saying, Nick Cannon and Kanye.
Nick and
two
Kanye.
brothers
That's like, where do we start first?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess we'll start with Nick.
Okay.
We're gonna do that pretty quick. Nick. Yeah.
Quick, Nick.
Yeah, so the thing is, you know, Nick had, you know, the homie Professor Griff.
Big
on
up
his
to
show
Professor
recently.
Griff.
Shout out to Griff.
Definitely.
And I think that was in June or something.
Or as it was written, Richard.
Nah, shout out to Professor Griff.
Yeah, shout out to Professor Griff.
He definitely
Yeah,
said
man.
well as well.
Name
You
out
know?
there.
Shout out to Griff
Come
coming so
in,
late.
drop
They
kick,
definitely
knocking.
supported
Yeah,
us.
man.
You
You know,
didn't know he was here.
I mean, you know, what was crazy about it, I think any of us that saw it knew that Nick was going to probably catch some heat for it.
Right.
But I was just surprised just how quick he turned, and you know,
Listen.
just the whole thing and how he threw our brother Griff under the bus, in my opinion. You know
This
what I'm
nigga.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
So
you shouldn't apologize. Just let it ride. I mean,
Well, see, the thing is, it's like the ill shit about that is by lunchtime, Nick was a hero. By dinner, he was the most. He'd apologize already.
he was contemplating leaving Earth.
Yeah, he's like,
Yes,
he's like,
commit suicide. I'm like, really,
Mama
dude?
said he was on suicide watch.
I mean, some
Yeah,
crazy
which is
shit, man.
which to me, you know, again, to even say that is like it's not that serious. You know, first of all, you know, it's like when you're in that kind of position, particularly if you see the whole interview, all the shit that he was popping, you know what I'm saying? He was like egging Griff on, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
more than anything else. So for him to turn around so fast was
Yeah.
just disappointing, if nothing else.
And
bro.
then talking about, like you said, calling the man by his government. You know what I mean?
man.
Which he hasn't gone by for over 20-something years.
At least 30-something years.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
That was the 80s.
It was foul. And the thing is, you know, I'm going to be real with you. I have mixed feelings. One part of me, you know, I recognize that just from the statement that was issued and the whole rabbi thing, basically, somebody whispered in his ear, look, your black ass don't want to be no martyr. You know what I'm saying? We already snatching these trinkets from you. Folks was praising them, talking about, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's right, Nick didn't apologize, whatever, so on and so forth. And, you know, it sounded good to us. But the fact is, you know, all these Africans, all these black folks was running around talking about they had Nick's back. And the black folks that have your back. That's bullshit. Let's keep it real. Niggas ain't had no motherfucking body back. You got political prisoners that's been locked the fuck up for over 50 years.
That people don't even talk
And the
about.
motherfucker don't even mention.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
So if you think that motherfuckers gonna get behind Nick Cannon black ass, you got another thing coming. It sounds good in theory.
But see, I wasn't even taking about as far as Nick's back. My whole thing is, even when I posted, stand on your truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stand on your truth.
If you about that life.
Well, if you're not, shut the fuck up.
He learned now.
If you're not, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But it's like he was on there talking about, how you can't fire a boss and all this kind of stuff. Stand on your truth. And as I posted, what did he say that was anti-Semitic?
Right. I think when he said savages, calling them savages, that's when they was like, yo. I understand. He gave him the history of what they did. But that wasn't necessarily anti-Semitic. Now, white folks could have been mad at that. Yeah.
But white folks wasn't mad at that. It was all, again, anytime they
was it when he said they're not the real Jews or something like that?
Right. That's what he said.
They're
right.
Not,
right.
Because they moved into Israel.
Yeah. And history bears witness to that.
I mean, if you take the word Jew-ish, it's Jew-ish.
Right.
And not
all
the way.
And just like Kalonji was saying, when you're playing in that world, then there's a whole world that you have to operate in. And Nick been in that world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they had to remind him.
They had to remind him.
They had to remind him.
Exactly.
They said, allow me to reintroduce us.
Exactly. But see, the thing is, too, it's like, okay, you had him, and you had Dwayne Wade goofy ass. He tweets, something about, that's right, Nick, we got your back, lead, or whatever, so on and so forth. Then this motherfucker.
2 minutes later.
Yeah, this motherfucker deleted that shit so quick.
2 minutes
later. He thought it was all over. He's like, oh no, I wasn't talking about that. Not no hate speech. I was talking about Nick owning his rights. I was talking about him owning Wild Out. Shut your motherfucking ass. I ain't even gonna comment on how I feel about Joker.
He in Miami, you already know what's going on.
Let alone Miami. He out there. I mean, you got your wife on the joint talking about how y'all eat each other's ass. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Try damn sure ain't listen what the fuck you got to say.
Dwayne Wade is different.
He's absolutely different.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna get into everything he's different about. You know what I'm saying? We don't want our show to get canceled. Playback sound.
Right.
But anyway.
And then we got your man Kanye out here running for president. He had his political stop in South Carolina.
Right.
So Kanye has a new album coming out, right?
It's pretty
Friday, right.
Okay.
Friday.
Now the last time, what was the last shit we had an album coming out?
Jesus, the whole Jesus thing.
Right, but what
doing the Sunday service.
What had happened right before that?
The TMZ thing.
What was it about TMZ? What was going on?
He said slavery was a choice.
Said slavery was a choice. And now we talking about Harriet Tubman didn't free everybody.
The slaves, right.
Okay.
She just took her to work for other white people.
Definitely did free slaves.
Yeah, well, she didn't free his mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's still fucked up. I think all bullshit aside, we know anybody that with a half a brain at this point, you got to know that Kanye West is mentally ill.
Yeah.
Okay. Point blank. Period. There's no doubt about it. If you,
diagnosed.
I've seen some people. I've seen some people jumping up and down talking about how Kanye is a genius and this and that, and there's some truth to it. Yeah, it is some truth to him being a musical genius. I think he's great at what he does, and I think he's also a marketing genius because of the fact that he knows to nut up right before each new project comes out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Before that, they had the shit with him and Jay-Z. Which joint was that when he had bugged out right after?
That's when he got sent to the hospital, right?
Yeah. I forgot
he was on a tour.
It was after Watch the Throne.
He was on tour and he ranted about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Right.
And then like a few days after that, he got snatched up and probably got renditioned, and that's probably why in the condition he in right now.
Yeah.
They messed with his brain, then Huey P'd him.
Yeah.
But it's just like, to me what's just most, I guess, not so surprising as disappointing is how you have people who are really not political, trying to jump into this political space.
Right.
As if Kanye was even serious about running for president, which he obviously wasn't serious about it because.
I mean, maybe he was.
Nah, because,
in his mind.
Well, again, as I
birthday party.
As I tell people, there's a whole world that exists inside your mind and your heart that ain't got nothing to do with Earth. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to Umar Johnson.
Okay.
I heard he got a. He's doing a homeschooling joint right now.
Oh, now he's doing a homeschooling.
300 some years.
How much it cost?
$300 per
a day. But anyway, back to I think that in this political climate that we in, it's just a game. It's just a waste of time. Like you said, Kanye's diagnosed. Got some issues coming up. He got an album coming up.
Right.
So it's like he's marketing and doing what he needs to do. But even more than that, my thing is like the people around him. What's their end game? Because they know he's playing himself. They know that if he spirals out of control and he's somewhere, then that's going to be their meal ticket. So they allowed him to play himself out at a level that's just shameful.
At least Dave Chappelle went out there to at least check
that was
on
Dave Chappelle, Jarobi, and a couple of people just to check on him. But again, it's like if you come out and check on somebody that's having some issues and they say they're all right, what they're gonna say? Nah, I'm crazy as a fruitcake. What they gonna tell you? You know what I'm saying? But that was a dope gesture. But my thing is that you got other people that are enabling him, like giving him conversations as if this is even a serious conversation, which is really not.
I think with that type of money, they're gonna have yes men around
all the time.
And even if he spazzes out, I think he's still gonna sell tennis shoes. You know, and he's probably still gonna stream his album.
The masses are nuttier than him.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. So it's like, you know, you gotta understand, and that's not, you know, that's not a diss towards his condition. Right. I'm just saying, don't enable this motherfucker.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Also, you know, I'm gonna go off the rack too. Because I read something about Talib Kweli. I was seeing that he was going at some sister for 10 days or whatever, and there was a whole lot of uproar around that. I don't know the backstory on that.
Who was he going at?
Some sister. I think that she had said something about all these rappers that supposed to have light-skinned wives or whatever, and it was mad people she named. Some of the artists we know, and we know their wives ain't light-skinned. Right. But I guess he was going back and forth with them, which is kind of a regular thing. You know, with him on Twitter.
That's his thing. He loves that whole trolling thing. That's his, that's another waste of time thing, man.
Yeah. So right now, I guess we didn't get too much into that, but
not really.
Yeah.
No,
I'm delirious. But anyway, we this whole thing right now, man. It's the state of our people. I think that with Kanye and Nick and some of these other characters, we got a lot of real shit going on that that's not making the news.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's distraction.
You still got the whole Corona thing going on or whatever. I'm sitting next to these brothers right here because they've been tested and they clear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite clear. If anybody cough on this motherfucker, they getting popped. I'll tell you that right the fuck now, starting with the ear doctor, because he brought all these guests on here. Anyway. Yes,
but you know, and you know, as we talk about the murderers of Breonna Taylor still haven't been arrested.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So just like we had a lot of energy that was galvanized with George Floyd, you know, tragedy happened to him, and yet these killers have not even been arrested, bro.
Not at all.
Came into
and it's no talk about
house, right? Came into this woman's house, shot her 10 times.
Right.
You know, and again, this is where black women, again, like talk about black women not even being talked about like that. So now you have more people that are bringing her name up. And
how was Breonna Taylor? Was she 25 or 20?
Yeah, like 20 something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
way too young. And she was a emergency medical technician. You know, award winning the whole nine. And these killers have still not even been arrested.
This is really.
That's just ridiculous. That's the thing that.
That's what we need
that's what we need to be focusing on, that energy on those type of thing. That's what Kanye need to talk about. That's what Nick need to talk about. Exactly.
Yeah.
So until they talk about those real things, they're not serious. They're not even worried about time.
But what they're doing is the sidetracking of the slaves.
Exactly.
Because of the fact that it's easily to distract shit. I mean, like all the shit going on right now, and Nick Cannon talking about who the real Jews. Who give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I mean, with all due respect. Who give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. What your man say? The first man with the first tan with the first
land. Who gives a damn?
Exactly. And KRS is nutty as squirrel shit. And he said that. That's another motherfucker that's nutty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Minister Service Boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's my brother.
And he nutty.
Hey, listen. Brilliance comes because there's a certain burden on being brilliant.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Crazy.
Hey, yo, before we go get ready to go to our outro, let's do a quick bowl question real quick, and then we're going to come back.
So you tell the guests about the bowl, how we operate?
Go ahead, you let them know.
Basically, break down the bowl, brother. Break down the bowl.
Yeah, go ahead.
Each week, we have a bowl question on Renegade Culture. He called it bowl question.
Knockers nonsense. That's what y'all call it.
We call it knockers nonsense, because there be some nonsensical shit in this bowl. So we have the guest pick. And when the guest pick, he reads the question, we come back after the break, and he answers that particular question. Now, the views and opinions of the ear doctor may not necessarily be the views of anybody you ever met sane. However, we're going to rock with it on Renegade Culture.
Okay. All right.
Good pick.
What business do we need to see more black owners?
What black-owned businesses do we need to see more?
Black
translation?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yes.
Especially if you got a black owner on here right now.
Yeah, he
As long as it's not apparel.
Yeah, he gotta be like, support the clothes, nigga.
We're gonna answer that right after this break.
Renegade Culture.
Yup.
I'm getting standing ovations, rubbing shoulders with villains.
Miami, Detroit, I'm spirit motivation, activating ancient ancestors inside pioneer pandemonium, packed with natural medicine. Open up all body meridian, translate to information, but you missed it. Barry Sanders, lying raw over choirs, higher than your gospel song. Touch the sky in the tribe of the Dogon. I'm serious B when I get my dough on with my star seeds. You got a fear of emotion. I'm walking wavy, phones flash everyone while the balance equation. God hop times hip hop, trap conscious rap fusion.
Renegades.
We here. We got our brother, Jef-A-Sun, not Jefferson, motherfucker. Jef-A-Sun.
And you know that was him just rhyming right there.
Is you rhyming?
Yeah, you know.
Brother MC as well.
Spit.
So is he gonna spit live? He ain't spitting
Oh
live.
no,
tonight?
he ain't gonna,
Okay,
he gonna do that right
the
now.
capacity of business.
It's about that business right
now.
now.
He like, God damn it, I'm a CEO.
Athletics.
Yeah, said I ain't,
Athletics.
said I
That's
ain't
what it's
a,
about
ain't a
today.
businessman. I'm a
A
businessman.
video on YouTube right now.
Okay, what's the name of the song?
It's called Standing Ovation.
Stand
Me
Ovation.
and my brother Tonti North, produced by Keith Stove.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And then we have a project coming out on 8 Lionsgate. So
8 Lions
Yeah.
Gate.
Cool. That sound hard. That sound hard.
Word.
Yes. And his company,
Question. Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah.
We had a bold question.
bold question. What black businesses would like to see more of? I would personally like to see more black media companies, you know, like you guys are doing, you know, because the media is what spins the wheel of the world. So if there was a bunch of black media companies that were more prominent or dominant, you know, they could put a whole news cycle out there about what we needed to build and what we needed to make happen, you know, and basically control the narrative versus CNN versus CSNBC or whoever is in front of everybody all the time. We can have that alternative news, we can have that alternative music, you know, the stuff that really needs to be promoted instead of all this bullshit.
Right. Dope answer right there, man. That probably is one of the most intelligent answers we've heard
Ain't question.
to knockers nonsense in a while.
I would say grocery stores.
You say grocery stores?
Yeah, that too.
I would like to
Okay,
see that.
okay, all right. You know, it's one down the street called Wadada. You shop
Yeah,
there?
that one, and there's one over there by the organization. There's a black grocery store. I don't know the name of it.
G's Organics on Main Street as well.
Okay, okay, okay. So we can no longer say that we don't have certain things because of the fact that,
You just need more.
yeah, I remember
More.
Dr. Clark used to
More.
talk about we didn't have our own toilet paper, but we have that now.
Got that
Yeah.
now.
Freedom Toilet
Toothpaste,
Paper.
all that
Shout out
shit,
to them. Shout out to the detergent company.
And shout out to our
True
long
detergent,
lost
detergent.
host,
Yeah, True Detergent.
Kamal.
Oh yeah, shout out to our long lost host, Kamal. He's handling some family business or whatever. So safe travels to our brother. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna dog him too
We ain't
hard
gonna,
on
yeah,
that
we
today.
gonna.
But we definitely gonna be talking about that incident
Yeah.
when you get back. Don't think that, you know what I mean, you gonna get slid off that. We start to have your homeboy on the show today and shit. You know what I mean?
We decided to wait.
Black Grimace. We said we was gonna wait. You know what I mean? We want Black Grimace.
But we glad
Sure.
we had the minister server in the building.
Yes,
this time,
minister
you know
server in
what
the
I
building.
Man,
Boop,
man,
boop, boop,
glad
boop.
to be here with y'all.
Fresh off the
Glad to
mothership.
be here. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Know what I mean?
Fresh back from AC. Yeah,
That's
you
right.
know.
He said whether he from the slave ship or a spaceship, it's the same shit.
Transmitting live from the planet Earth, baby.
mean? Had to get one of my Jersey affiliates on here. You know what
Is
I'm
that
saying?
what it is?
Yeah,
Jersey
you know
affiliate.
though.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
South Jersey at that.
Dirty Jersey.
Trenton AC.
Shout out to Dirty Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
about to
Yeah,
get that
but
out.
definitely, you know, appreciate y'all having me on and said, you know, I've
Indeed,
been on
man.
before and always
You've
a
been on a
pleasure to
couple
come on,
times
man.
before.
Yeah, man.
It's your
Y'all-
third time.
Again, you know, in all seriousness, there's a lot of podcasts out there, but Renegade Culture, definitely political, you know what I'm saying, cultural, relevant, funny as fuck. Definitely, if y'all not checking it out, check it out. Let your people know about it as well, man. As you know, the brother was saying, we need more black media, quality black media.
Right.
Renegade Culture, big up to y'all. For
I
real.
appreciate
That's
that,
right,
man. We definitely appreciate that. And I agree. We do need more media. We need more media with more content.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because we have to be able to
Speaking of
go
content,
beyond this.
we will be returning with the Hip Hop Bridge Builders at Playback Sound Studios.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
another podcast.
Yeah.
We'll be back in effect, y'all.
That's
Hold on.
That's a dope podcast as well. But for now, we got this motherfucking Renegade Culture.
Renegade.
Anyway, no doubt. Shout out to Hip Hop Drip.
The N, the E, the G, the A, the D, the E is Renegade. Renegade Culture.
Word up.
Anyway, besides Renegade Culture, here at Playback Sounds, this is the home of 85 South. This is the home of Not Your Normal podcast, Renegade Culture, Hip Hop Bridge Builders, and a whole lot of more shit coming on now. So make sure whenever you're looking to get down with a real podcast, and you don't want your producer dancing all up in your videos or spinning records all up on your motherfucking video.
If you do, come to Playback.
If you do.
If you need a real DJ for your set,
anyway,
ear doctor.
Support. We got a lot of things going on coming up. Black August is coming up. We will have a special Black August edition. It would be the 41st year commemoration of Black August. 41st. We're going to be talking about that.
We did the 30th joint.
Indeed. We have a few surprises that's going to be dropping off soon. I'm actually speaking at 7 virtual conferences between now and September 5th, 2 international and 5 here in the States. So we'll have some of those guys on. We'll have some of the promos and all that type of stuff, pushing, what's going on this summer. And we got some surprises coming up. So make sure you check us out. Check out our organizational sites, thepeoplesarmy.org. We have communitymovementbuilders.org, organizingnewcool.com, renegadeculture.org. You know what I'm saying? It's where you get that flavor. If you want to get down with that movement work, hit us up. We here, we there, we everywhere.
Yo, and you can check me out on Instagram, Minister Server. You can also check me out on YouTube, Minister Server Tavares. Check out my YouTube page. It's like the Hip Hop Edutainment Network. You can get some real information when you go up there. So yeah, check me out, Minister Server. Regular spelling, none of that hip hop spelling. Minister Server. You know what I mean?
So that's all right, man. I like these cats be doing good commercials on
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
gonna send his ass an invoice. Anyway,
We out.
give us that website one more time.
The website is www.afr-letics.com.
We appreciate that, man. I think we might have to get some Renegade Culture jackets made like that.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Fire.
Anyway, we out of here. Block out.
Renegade. Look.